Hello, my name is KANOTHA GATUA. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you want to know more about myself, please click the link on the description below. Hello and welcome to the podcast. My name is KANOTHA GATUA and I'm glad that you have joined me on this particular episode. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. In this particular episode, we are having a conversation on one of my favorite subjects. And the conversation today, we're talking about personal development. This is one of my favorite topics, and I am super excited to share this particular subject with you and discover and learn new things when it comes to personal development. Again, this is a channel where we create awareness on mental health and personal development. So when we're talking about personal development, this is something that is close to my heart. And as always, I would love us to find a definition of what is self development, or in other words, self improvement. And basically, self development or self improvement consists of activities that develops a person's capability and potential. Number two, activities that enhance quality of life. And number three, activities that facilitate the realization of dreams and aspiration. Those are three key things that I want us to really understand, that when we're talking about self-development, we're talking about doing or having activities that, number one, will develop personal capability and potential. Within you, there is a potential that is there. There is capability that you have, but you have to do something that will help you, or something that will bring out the full potential in you, the full capability in you, and so that you will be in a position to develop yourself, whether it is career-wise, whether it is in marriage, whether it is in your spiritual life, every facet of your life. There are activities that helps you to develop your capabilities and your potentials. Number two, it talks about enhancing quality of life. When we're talking quality or about quality of life, what comes into your mind? What can you call quality life to you? What is it that you see and you're like, I want that, because that is what quality life means to me. When we're talking about self-development, these are activities that will enhance you to live in that kind of life, to live that quality life, a life full of peace, a life that is calm, a life that is enjoyable, a life that you yourself, you are confident about yourself, a life that you have gotten into a position whereby you are excited and happy about your life. So when we're talking about self-development, we're talking about activities that will lead you towards that life, that will get you that kind of life that we're talking about. And number three, activities that will facilitate the realization of dreams and aspiration. All of us have dreams, we all have aspiration, but up until we get to a point where we want to develop ourselves, where we get to a point where we really need to work on ourselves, so that we can get to a point of realizing our dreams and our aspirations. And something interesting about personal development is that it's not a one-time thing. All right, it is not something that you do once and you say, you know what, I have developed myself for the rest of my life. No, this is a lifetime thing. You keep on learning, you keep on unlearning, you keep on developing yourself in terms of relationship, in terms of finances, in terms of education, in terms of your social circle. You keep on developing yourself. It is something that is long life. An individual cannot just say, you know what, I have really developed myself, I've gotten into a point whereby now I have fully developed myself, I have fully gotten into my full potential. No, it is a journey that we keep on learning and we keep on and learning. And the aim of self-development is to help us become more confident, effective, and well-rounded individuals in our personal and professional lives. That is really important, and it is something that I would want you to understand, that the aim why we develop ourselves, it is not just for the sake of it. It is not just because it's, the popular thing to do. No, we aim to become more confident in our skills, more confident in what we are doing, more confident even in ourselves. We're going to talk about self-esteem, and we'll see how self-esteem is important to build up our confidence in career, in our career, in our path of life. Okay, so when we're talking about personal development, it is just something that is there to build up our confidence in whatever area of our life that we want to showcase, or in whatever area of our life that we want to put outside there. So personal development, it is important to build up more confidence, not on ourselves, but on the things that we are doing, but on the activities that we are doing, the journey that we have taken, the path that we have taken for ourselves. And number two, it is to make us effective. Okay, it is not just people who are just lazy, laying around. You're just receiving salary without working, without productivity. It makes us more effective in our mission, more effective towards our destiny, more effective at our workplace, more effective in relationships, in friendships, in ministry. All right, it helps us to be more effective. We are developing ourselves to give the best version of ourselves, to produce the best of ourselves. So it makes us a confident, effective, and well-rounded individuals. We are confident people, we are empathetic people, we are caring people, we are professionals in different areas. So it makes us all-rounded. All right, it makes us well-rounded individuals in our personal and our professional life. When we develop ourselves, that means we are building more capacity for ourselves. For example, in career, you can choose to advance in your education. You can choose, to do something different that will help you become more productive in the career path that you are in. You can also choose, to try something different. For example, in a different country, you can try, you can opt to challenge yourself in various ways, only to develop yourself, only to build capacity. And remember, we have said it helps us to come into a realization of our dreams and our aspirations as we work towards becoming better, as we work towards coming into full realization of our potential. It also helps us to be well grounded and effective human beings. There are few areas that are of concern when you are talking about personal development. There are few areas that are really key when it comes to personal development. The first area is mental skills. What are the mental skills that you have? What are other mental skills that you can add to what you have? How can you develop yourself mentally? All right, when it comes to problem solving skills, when it comes to to practicing mindfulness, what are other mental skills that you can add to what you have? How can you develop your mind? How can you be able to think without blowing up? These are some of the things that we're talking about to grow your mind, to develop your mind, that you can handle pressure while at the same time you are still calm. All right, you can handle pressure while at the same time you are making sound decision. This will only help if you are, or will only come true if you have skills that will continually develop your mind, that will continually develop your mental skills. And remember, we said this is not a one-time thing. It is something that you do for a lifetime. There are things, there are activities that are helping you to develop your mind. There are activities that are helping you to come into full realization of the potential of your mind. So personal development, it is something that you continually do on your mind. You practice self awareness, you practice mindfulness, you practice self-care, only to just develop your mind and the skills that will help you think straight and think soberly. Another area is emotional skills. How can you develop your emotional skills? How can you be emotionally intelligent? How can you develop your self-affection, self-compassion? All right, how can you be a more compassionate person, a more kinder person, a more emotional person, someone who is in touch with his feelings? When we are talking about personal development, it comprises all these things. You keep on developing your emotion, you keep on developing yourself, that you are in touch with yourself, that you are empathetic to others. All right, you sympathize with others. You're not just a human being who has a cold heart, an untouched heart. All right, you develop yourself emotionally. Another area is social skills. How are you socially? How are you able to interact with people? Are you able to make friends? Are you able to make partnerships? Are you able to close deals? All right, these are some of the things that we are developing, or we are talking about when it comes to personal development. Develop your social life, develop how you interact with people, develop how you relate with people, whether it is business wise or just mere relationships. Just develop your skills. How do you handle people? How do you handle issues of others? These are just skills that you can harness to develop your personal or your social life. Have skills or activities that will help you to be more social. Go out, meet friends, try different things. All right, try different circles of friends. Have lawyers, doctors, politicians, teachers, pastors, worshippers. Have all sort of people in your circle, so that you will be able to develop your social skills. The other thing is your spiritual skills and beliefs. How are you developing yourself spiritually? What are the things, what are the activities that you are doing to develop your spiritual life, to develop your belief, to develop what you believe in? For us as Christians, are we praying more often? Are we reading the word more often? Are we listening to sermons more often? Are we practicing what the scripture says? Are we sharing love? Are we kind? Are we forgiving? Are we walking in paths of righteousness? You see, some of these skills, they will not only develop you spiritually, but character-wise, you will be a better person. You will be a better young man, a better young woman, a better citizen, a better Christian. All right, when you practice personal development in your spiritual aspect of it, don't just be anyone or don't just be any other Christian. Look for activities, pray, look for prayer circles, look for Bible study groups, look for people who are developing your spiritual aspect of you, people who are challenging you to be better and to be or to do better. These are some of the things that will add up to what you have to develop your spiritual belief and your skills. The final area that we need to be mindful of when we're talking about personal development, it is physical development. We can do everything and we neglect our body, and once we neglect our body, then everything else might shut down, because our body is the engine that propels us to do all these things. So physical development is really important. Hit the gym, jog, check on your diet, sleep enough. We have talked about all these things. Just develop yourself physically. Get a good haircut, dress up nicely, smell nicely, get a good outfit, do your hair nicely. I mean, these are some of the things that will help you. Even as you work on all these other things, your physical development is like a confidence booster. The moment you are confident with your outfit, with your with your grooming and everything, then you will be able to take over or to do the rest of the things that we're talking about. So physical development is really important. And I challenge you, just look for something, an activity that will help you develop yourself physically, an activity that will help you become more vibrant, become more lively, become more flexible. All right, look for activities that will help you to really improve on your personal development. All right, we have talked about 4 areas that we really need to check on when it comes to personal development, and we have talked about mental skills, we've talked about emotional skills, we have talked about social skills, we have talked about spiritual skills and beliefs, and we have talked about physical development. Let's talk about the 4 pillars of personal development. Personal development is a model that centers around 4 pillars, which include: number 1, mindset shift. If you want to develop yourself, if you want to develop yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, socially, emotionally, you must have a mindset shift. Stop victim mentality. Stop that defeat mentality. Stop that wishy mentality. Stop that people don't care about me mentality. Stop that self-absorbing mentality that it's all about you. When you want to develop yourself, there must be a mindset shift. You must get to a point where you shift your mentality. I want to be better. I have to do everything I have to be better. I have to get mentors to be better. I have to speak positive about my life. I mean, you have to shift your mentality. Your mind must shift. Your thoughts must shift from wishy to I wish or whatever to I have to, I should, I must, and I am becoming. So there is mindset shift. Shift your mindset. Shift your mindset towards becoming better. Shift your mindset towards fulfilling and achieving every goal that you have. Shift your mindset towards becoming an effective person. Shift your mindset towards becoming a productive person, becoming a person full of life, a person with vision, with a dream, with an understanding of the destiny that you have. So you must shift your mind. Number 2, there must be behavioral shift. Behavior, we say that what you believe, you behave, and then you become. So after you shift your mindset, what you believe, after you shift your mindset, what you believe, now you have to begin behaving like it. You have to begin behaving like a champion. You have to begin behaving like someone who has a destiny, who has a goal to achieve, who has a vision that he's running after. Once you believe, you behave, and then you become. And when we are talking about becoming, we're talking about making deliberate actions. That is number 3. Our pillar number 3, deliberate action. Once you have changed your mindset, once you have changed your behavior, then you be deliberate. Be deliberate when it comes to physical development. Be deliberate, taking actions towards spiritual development, mental development. Be deliberate in reading books. Be deliberate in prayer. Be deliberate in meeting new friends. Be deliberate in just getting to the gym, jogging. Taking care of yourself. Be deliberate in every action that you want to take towards self-development, towards self-improvement. Be deliberate even in choosing your meals. Be deliberate even when it comes to having a routine, a healthy sleeping pattern. Be deliberate in all your action. And number 4 pillar, it is intrinsic motivation. When you're talking about intrinsic motivation, we're talking about doing an activity for its inherent satisfaction, doing activities that will bring self-satisfaction, some good feeling in you. Read a book just to satisfy yourself, to feel good about yourself. Take a walk, go to the gym. Pray, listen to music, just meditate, practice self-awareness, or practice mindfulness, an activity that will bring inherent satisfaction rather than some separable consequences. I mean, just do something to feel good about yourself. Take a walk, go out on a date, read a book, meet a friend, watch a movie, listen to music, play games. I mean, get on to social media just to learn something good and feel good about yourself. Learn a new recipe, learn a new skill. Get on the internet, learn stuff to do with ChatGPT, learn stuff to do with all these trading binary bitcoins and whatever. Just do something to feel good about it. And when it comes to personal development and all these pillars and everything, there is one approach, a formula that is really, really important, and I'm calling it the 4 P's. What do 4 P's mean? It means plan, prepare, practice, and perform. That is one of the approach or one of the formula that will help you to develop yourself. Prepare for your personal development. What do you want to develop? What area of your life do you want to develop? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go? I mean, plan yourself adequately or in advance. Plan on the area that you want to advance yourself, the materials, the resources that you will need. I mean, plan early enough, plan well enough for you to be able to achieve your goal. Number 2, prepare. Once you plan, there's a difference between planning and preparing. Planning is just a day or just something you scribble down and say, what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do ABCD, and you write down and you have a plan from A to Z. How will I come from this point to this point? But when it comes to preparation, it talks now about even involving your mind, even involving yourself physically. What are some of the things that I need? If you need to read books, these are the books that I need. Where do I get the books? Where do I get the money to get the books? All right. What kind of a space that I need for me to be able to absorb whatever I'll be reading? If you want to practice meditation, this is the how I'm going to go about it. Where do I need to be? What are some of the things that I need to include in my meditation? You prepare yourself. You have already had a plan. You prepare yourself. You are in a position to know at this time, at this minute, this is what I need. This is what I will be doing. And number 3, it is practice. You have had your plan. You have prepared enough. Now start practicing. What area of my life do I want to develop? What area of my life do I want to improve? Now start practicing self-development. If you're talking about reading books, do it constantly. Begin by a book, begin by a chapter, begin by 2 chapters. If you want to develop yourself spiritually, how many chapters, how many verses in a day, how many times do I pray, what time, the duration, will I be listening to sermons for how long, what time? All right, start practicing. Now, whatever that you have planned, whatever that you have prepared for, now bring it into a full realization. Bring it now into realization. Start practicing that which you have been planning. Start now practicing physically, mentally, spiritually. Start now doing it. And we said, what you believe, you behave, and then you become. So you practice it, and finally, you perform it. Now be that kind of a person. Make it your lifestyle. After it is a habit, make it now your lifestyle. Practice it consistently. Again, repeat it. Repeat the cycle. Repeat the pattern. Let it be in your system that this is what I do. This is my circle. This is how I improve myself in ABCD areas. And once you do those 4 things, the answer is success. Is there an area in your life that you want to see success? Is there an area in your life that you want to develop, you want to improve? Prepare. Plan, prepare, practice, perform, and you'll have success. These are just few things that I want to finish with. Some key steps when it comes to mastering personal growth. These are just some few things I want to just put out there. And one of the key steps when it comes to mastering self-growth is seeking feedback. Regularly ask for feedback from trusted mentors, peers, colleagues, and gaining different perspective can highlight your progress and areas of improvement. So feedback is really important. Most people do not want to hear from their mentors, from their colleagues, from their peers, how they are progressing, or the areas that they might need to improve. The other thing is building a supportive network. That is to develop a network of supportive individuals who provide guidance, encouragement, and accountability. Embrace failure. That is number 3. Understand that failure is part of a learning process. And number 4 is setting milestone. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, more manageable milestones and celebrate each achievement to stay motivated. The other thing is to continue learning. Commit on ongoing education and skill development. This could be through formal courses, workshop, or self-directed learning. The other thing is balancing life and work. Ensure you maintain a healthy work-life balance to avoid burnout and maintain productivity. And finally, practicing mindfulness. This is incorporate mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing exercise to stay focused and manage stress. So those are some of the things that I wanted to talk about, and some of the things that I wanted to bring to attention when it comes to personal development. I hope you have learned something, and I hope there are some of the things that you are highlighting and putting down, so that it will help you to develop yourself. I want to put it to an end. I want to bring it to an end. And so I would want to learn, or I would want to know how you develop yourself, some of the skills that you have to develop. Yourself. Comment on the comment section. Let us learn. We have said personal development is something that we keep on learning. Thank you so much for your time. Again, I remind you, our book Echoes of Inner Self is still in stock. Unmasking Fear and Quest for Identity. Go to Nuria, go to Kibanga bookstore. I'm going to leave the details on the description. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you want to know more about myself, please click the link on the description below.